Greetings, Pokemon fans, and welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. Today, we are doing a prediction video for an optimized playthrough of Pokemon Crystal with Ampharos. Ampharos is my favorite Pokemon in Generation 2, and we kind of changed up our format shortly after I played through with Marie, Flaffy, and Ampharos. So I want to give this Pokemon its representation and optimize it, see how good or bad it does in a solo playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. Now, I took a bit of a break at the end of 2024 for the holiday season and with work and whatnot. I don't want to bore you with those particulars, but we are back in 2025. We're going to start ramping up the content. If you've never been to my channel before, on Mondays we do a prediction video. On Fridays we do a playthrough for that prediction video. I don't really do a lot of videos in between. I used to play other games, but I've focused on just trying to make this a Pokemon channel. And if I want to play other games, I guess I'll make another channel in the future and do stuff with that. But we are doing an optimization of this Pokemon. So let's observe the Pokemon real quick and kind of give some insights on that. So Ampharos, like I said, favorite Pokemon Generation 2. It's the yellow version that's sitting here. If you've never seen the Pokemon before, that's what it is. And the bottom right corner is its shiny version, which I can't stand. A lot of Generation 2 Pokemon just have a pink version of themselves, which I can't stand. And then the top left corner is a fan art where it's a blue version of the Pokemon as a shiny. I like that one a lot better. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. So the note we got to optimize, we got to know what we did in the first playthrough. So in the first playthrough, we ended up beating the Elite Four in 1 hour and 22 minutes and 13 seconds. And then we ended up beating Red in 1 hour and 56 minutes and 25 seconds. So that's what we're looking to obliterate and destroy. So let's go ahead and go over the ins and outs of the Pokemon and kind of break down why this Pokemon is going to do well and why it's not or whatever. So Ampharos, like I said, light Pokemon. We do have the level up rate of medium slow. So we're going to have that to our advantage. Medium slow is actually pretty good for the game. Medium fast is probably the best, but medium slow nonetheless is the best. And let's go over the stats of this Pokemon. 90 HP, attack is 75, defense is 75, 115 in special attack, 90 in special defense, speed is 55 for a grand total of 500. So not bad stats. The only thing that's kind of not great here is the speed, but we can mitigate that with some carbs. But overall, the stats of this Pokemon are solid. We're more of a special attacker, but having a good physical move can counter that pretty well with some things we come across. So let's go and go over the moveset. We start off with Tackle, Growl, Thunder Shock, and Thunder Wave. Those are our starting moves, and we will modify this by one move, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But via level up, we only get 4 other moves. Cotton Spore, which I don't think makes any sense with this Pokemon. Why would you pick Cotton Spore? I guess you can say it can hit other things that aren't like rock or ground. I think Thunder Wave can't paralyze ground Pokemon, so maybe Cotton Spore can. But it's 85% accurate. If you're going to paralyze things, just use Thunder Wave. It doesn't make sense to use Cotton Spore. And then Thunder Punch is a good move, but we're going to get it via TM, so we don't need to get it via level up. Light Screen, we're probably not going to do anything at all with our defense. We're going to rely solely on our offense. So Light Screen will not take up one of our move slots. And Thunder, which is a very powerful move, but it's very inaccurate, so I don't like using this move. It is 70% accurate, so it's going to miss a lot. It is, like I said, very powerful, 180 base power, but I'm just not going to deal with a move that's inaccurate. I'd rather have the consistency rather than the raw power. Let's go down to our TM moveset. It wasn't a broad level up moveset, not a lot of type diversity there, so we're going to go ahead and supplement that with a lot of TMs. So the TMs we will use in this playthrough, I don't think I'm going to modify it based on the first video I've done. But Dynamic Punch is good for literally one Pokemon or one trainer, which is Red. Headbutt will be our go-to physical move for a little bit. And Zap Cannon we're not going to use. It's also just like, Thunder. It's very inaccurate. If I'm going to go with a move it's inaccurate in Thunder or Electric, I might as well just use Thunder, not Zap Cannon. It's more accurate and more powerful. Rock Smash won't use. Hidden Power. So Hidden Power gives us the opportunity kind of supplement some of our weaknesses or give us something to cover things that we can't hit. Or so for example, a dragon Pokemon are kind of resistant to electric, but if I use Hidden Power Ice, they're very weak to Hidden Power Ice. So that's going to supplement some of our typeness. There's some ground Pokemon, rock Pokemon, we need something that can hit them. This could do well against those too. So that's what we're going to do is use Hidden Power Ice. Snore, Hyper Beam, Protect, Rain Dance, Indoor Frustration, Iron Tail, and Thunder will not be used in this playthrough. However, Return will be used because it's our go-to physical move and it will replace Headbutt at some point. Or Body Slam, whichever one. And I just kind of gave something away. I'll go over Body Slam here in a minute and why we're going to have Body Slam. Double Team, Swagger, Sleep Talk, not going to use. Swift will be used for just a smidge to replace probably Tackle. and to give us a better physical move until we can get Headbutt. It won't be used very long, but it'll be better than nothing for a short period of time. Defense Curl won't be used. Thunder Punch will be used. It is our go-to electric move for most of this game, 100% accurate. It's a very powerful move, and it works very well with us because it's stab. That's why it's in bold, if you don't know that. Bold things are things that are stab. Rest, not going to use Attract. Fire Punch will be used to supplement one of our weaknesses, Strength and Flash. So, yeah, that's our moveset. It's not super broad, but it's broad enough in the sense of broadness of typing. We got Ice, Electric, and Fire would be the three main moves. And then we have a physical attacking move with Return, and then we have a fighting move with Dynamic Punch. So that really lays out all the moves we're going to use. But here's the thing about an optimized playthrough on my channel. So we do the playthrough, normal playthrough. So for Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos, leveled up, use its normal moves, whatever. But with the optimized playthrough, we can take a move in from a breeding move, what it is. So what it is, these Pokemon can breed with each other, and they result in the Pokemon. If this Pokemon has this move, when they breed, the egg form of the Pokemon gets it. So for example, Body Slam, Reflect, Safeguard, Screech, Takedown, and Thunderbolt are all moves that we can got if they are breeding with the Pokemon are showing here. So we have a choice to make. We can do Body Slam and have a very powerful physical damaging move from the get-go, and we can still have Thunder Shock, we'll still get Thunder Punch, all those things will definitely be true, but we will have a good physical move from the get-go, so we have something good physical, something good special, and that'll get us to the beginning of the game early. Or I could go all in on having Thunderbolt and have probably our end-of-game electric move for the entire game. I don't think we want to do that. So Body Slam will get us to an early part of the game a lot quicker, and there's less things like resisted to it. Electric can't hit like ground type. So I think going with Body Slam is going to be the better bet, because we can get Thunderbolt later, we're going to get Thunder Punch later, and it's with its special attacks going to be very powerful. But we need something to supplement the physical attack until we get our physical attack boosted a little bit. Now we can also do other things, like we can also do an event move if a Pokemon has it, or sometimes if I get desperate, like the next Pokemon I'm going to play through is an optimized version of Yanma. Yanma is very difficult to play through because you don't have anything to supplement its weaknesses. You can use Hidden Power, but it doesn't supplement all of its weaknesses. It does one or the other or whatever. So this Pokemon doesn't have anything like that, but with Yanma we're going to have to dig into our tricks a little bit, but that's a video for another day. But let's go over back to the first slide, and I'll give my prediction. So this Pokemon is going to start the game off very fast. If I played through the original playthrough with Mareep and so on and so forth, it'd probably do very well as well. I'm a lot better at playing the game. I understand the game a lot better, know the ins and outs. But I think this Pokemon will get the Elite Four done just around an hour. It might take like a couple seconds over, or it might just be about a couple seconds, maybe as low as a minute sooner. But I think this Pokemon will blast through. I really don't see where this Pokemon is going to hit a brick wall. The only thing holding it back really is its speed, but like I said, we'll outspeed. And we'll also be to the point where we should be able to outspeed most things, and we've got some carbs we're going to give them. So there's a lot of things we can do. Plus, if we really get desperate, we can hold the Quick Claw, which will help us outspeed some things that outspeed us. But for the most part, I think that's what we're going to do with the Elite Four. If we beat the game around an hour and 30 minutes, I'll be tickled pink with beating the game in about an hour and 30 minutes with this Pokemon. So being red in just under an hour, between an hour and 30 and an hour and 35 minutes, I think is where we should be. We improve on time on the Elite Four, so we should drastically improve on time on the post game. Now, here's something I wanted to show you guys. This is my new layout for playthroughs. If you want to know, this was my new old layout. The game footage would be in the rectangular part, and then you'd have like a little bit of an L shape for like the actual everything. No stats, nothing was showing, just timer, and then the Pokemon in the playthrough. So very, very rudimentary, and I didn't dislike that because I thought it just focused on the playthrough. But thanks to another YouTuber named Scott's Thoughts, who creates software to play through Pokemon games, he gave me access to his software where I can actually display the moves on the right side. I can actually display the stats of the Pokemon. I can actually have like real-time playtime. You can actually have the playthrough in the middle, so on and so forth. So I think it's a really cool concept, and it's really cool that I can use the software now. It lets me show you a lot more about what's going on. It'll actually reflect in real time, whenever Pokemon comes out, which of our moves is most effective against it. It's not always true, because some things could be more powerful, but also the other Pokemon has a higher resistancy to like special moves or something. So it may not be always 100% correct, but it will give us a lot more insight. It also gives us insight on our move, and you can't see it because I haven't started this playthrough yet. But when we do a playthrough, on the right side, it will actually have some game art for the player or placing. Like I know, like for example, like youngster Joey, I think is what his name is. Youngster Joey has a Rattata. There's actually a picture comes up with youngster Joey with a Rattata, and then it breaks down Rattata stats. So this is very useful when it comes to optimizing, because now I can look at, like, let's say we're getting beat by red repeatedly. I could be like, well, why are we losing? Well, we're not outspeeding. That could be one of the reasons. So there's tons of things we can do with this, but it gives me a lot more possibilities I'm very excited for with this channel. So this is how the layout would be. We play in here, in the middle, and then all the things are reflected on the outside, plus a working time at 4 times speed. So let's go back to the first slide. Oh, not that one, the first slide. And just kind of wrap it up. So that's the things that are coming out this year on this channel. And I hope it's things that you'll enjoy. I really am excited about having the statistics of the Pokemon and the opposition Pokemon and everything just on the screen. It really gives a lot of possibilities for this channel, and I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, that's pretty much the video. We predicted this. I think we get done in under an hour to Elite Four, and right around an hour and a half with red. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As usual, I am JD. This is JD's Nerdverse. This playthrough will come out on Friday. So let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.